You guys have heard me for like a month and a half now talk about how much I love DeSaad, like how much I think he's incredible. Finally, I'm doing his in-depth guide. Let's get into it.
There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DeSaad Legends video. In this video, I'm finally gonna go over one of my favorite toons in the game at the moment, DeSaad. DeSaad has, first of all, he has a sick ass skin. Like his legendary, I was like, I want to stick with the normal one. I'll stick with the normal one. Then I got the legendary and I was like, damn, I like them both though. I'm tempted to like even buy the secondary skin, but I'm loving this one so much. I'm loving the legendary one so much that I'll just wait. I'll just save the gems. I will buy it later. I'm just not gonna buy it right now. Unless I take him RB1, which will not happen. Okay, so first things first about DeSaad. His sweet spot is L2. You don't really need to take him above that. I am going to take him as high as possible. As a matter of fact, I'm staring at the screen right now because I'm thinking about just ranking him up right now because of the HP stats. Like, I want him to have more stamina, more agility, more things to make him more like that helps with the survivability. And doing that is the rank up. But if you're using, I don't know what level you may be at. However, the abilities that you need for him to really work or for him to really perform, you get the two that you need and when he hits L2, and then you can be done with it. So let's just go ahead and hop right into the kit. Temptation, light special damage to a single enemy, 80% chance to apply intelligence down, 25% chance to call assist on the enemy. That is worthless, by the way. Like that 25% chance rarely ever happens. That was the last legendary point I took. When I took him L3, and I just took him L3 because I said for the stats thing, I didn't really even need that legendary point. Honestly, the other three legendary points don't really like move me. So on persuasion, steal 4 buffs from the enemy team for random allies. Steal up to 15% shield from each shielded enemy for DeSaad. So that means if I'm getting that 15%, I wonder what they mean by up to 15%. Like I wish it was just 15%. So that means I can get 60% shield for DeSaad on the A2 and then steal 4 buffs from the enemy team and put them on a random ally. It's awesome. Then coming up next, corruption. Apply buff immunity and stun on the enemy team. I remember when I did the preview for this and I was like, there's no way this works the way they say it works. And I was wrong. It works exactly the way they say it works. And it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Like it just stuns an entire team and you get to do what you want 2 turns in a row. It's awesome. If DeSaad is a teammate, purge all buffs from the enemy team before applying buff immunity. And this is something I didn't even realize until I just said it. If Darkseid is a teammate, so he didn't even have to be at lead. I could just run him under Lex with DeSaad, and then DeSaad's gonna purge all of the buffs from the enemy team before putting down buff immunity, and I'm assuming before putting down stun. Like, yo. Stupid. And that was bugged. I've heard that it's been fixed since, but I haven't tested it since the fix, supposedly. Bow to DeSaad. Passive ability. Apply intelligence downs and 30% chance to stun the enemy team at the beginning of DeSaad's turn. Again, during the preview, I was like, there's no way this works the way that it says on the screen. However, it works exactly the way it says on the screen. And if I'm being real, that 30% feels more like 50% chance from time to time because it happens fairly often. So like when I'm going into a battle and DeSaad's turn comes up and I'm about to use the A3, I got to be careful to check because a lot of times the team will already be stunned because of this passive ability right here. Then the legendary point, 25%, gain 25% true heal after an enemy with energy affinity hits DeSaad. Like that's so specific. That's a third of the, well, that's a third of the toon. So like, not really feeling it. Plus, I'm trying to do everything in my power to keep DeSaad from being hit. Torturer, New God. Although that might be a anti-Kryptonian thing, because all the Kryptonians are energy-based except for Connor, and he's a clone. So anyway, passive ability, purge 1 buff and 50% chance to call assist on a enemy after it hits DeSaad. After the enemy hits DeSaad. 20% true heal, 20% chance to gain debuff immunity at the end of DeSaad's turn. Gotta love it. He keeps himself alive relatively well. I mean, if he gets hit, he heals but by energy toons, but you don't want him to get hit. I want that heal that comes at the end of his turn. We love that. I want this legendary point if Darkseid is a teammate, if you have Darkseid. If you don't even have Darkseid, then you can just take a Mel 1 and be done with it. Love that. These other legendary points gain 20. I mean, I guess that's cool. But all this 25% chance stuff, I'm not really with it. The gain the 25% true heal, just because it's energy toon, so technically 33% chance, I'm not with it. Like, I'm not spending my purple on these legendary points per se. I will spend the purple to make him tankier, but the legendary points be damned. All right, so that's that for DeSaad. Now let's get into his videos. So here's the problem with doing a DeSaad video. Heroic Campaign, Chapter 8, Final Node. This takes love the animation too. Love the animation. This takes forever. Do you know why? They can't kill him, but he has no damage. And so you guys know, you're not bringing DeSaad in for damage at all. It's on 3x. It still takes forever. You're not bringing DeSaad in for damage. If you're a person who needs a damage dealer, energy damage dealer, DeSaad is not going to be it for you. I don't care how high you take that level up. He just does not do damage. Like, he's still on the first wave of this. Still on the first wave of this. And I've been talking for about a minute, right? Like, these are the easiest toons a 7011 toon is going to run into. And he's having to take his sweet blank time. I don't know why I said sweet blank when I could just say sweet ass. He's just taking his sweet time getting through them because he just can't do damage. However, he's already overhealed. They're not going to be able to take him out. They won't be able to do enough damage on him to get it done. And I'm not going to vamp for this whole video because here's the other thing about it too. And this is, I guess, part of it, it shows how well this kit works, is that you can't hurt me if you can't hit me if you're unconscious. If he's stunning everyone and he's getting his chance to slowly but surely whittle them down into nothing, then he wins anyway. So I'm gonna go, because this video lasts for 6 minutes. Damn, bruh. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just go to the next video, but please trust, and in fact, I'll just skip to the end. Please trust and believe. 5 minutes and 30 seconds in, he is finally towards the end of dealing with Necron and another henchman, whatever. Yeah. Like, bruh, no damage. But that's not what you want it for anyway. All right, so let's go ahead and go into the next video. Now here, I am running him with DeSaad. And actually, maybe I'll pay extra close attention here. This is at the point of where I had already finished my Peacemaker, so this might be after the bug was fixed. I'm going to use Peacemaker to take care of the Spectre. King Shark is there, because I wanted to use King Shark. There's really no reason. Oh! Because of Darkseid. Once Darkseid gets those buffs, then King Shark will do a bunch of out-of-turn attacks, or at least that's the hope. King Shark and Peacemaker, who are both pretty solid damage dealers in terms of physicals. Hopefully they'll be able to get multiple hits out there. Plus, King Shark has that 70% chance to do the out-of-turn attacks anyway. And then DeSaad is there to control the team. I said this before in other videos, but when I listened to Hate Mail's podcast before I was really working with DeSaad, he made a point of, yep, DeSaad's a control character. And I don't know why I don't think in terms like that usually. I'm trying to adjust my thought process and the way I think about things in that way. But he is a control toon. And thinking about him in that way helped me in terms of how I want to evaluate him. Now, here's the other thing too. Doing that with King Shark, see, everybody's already stunned. Everybody's already stunned. So what I'm gonna do? Just hit him with the A1 and then King Shark follows up. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. I forgot my whole train of thought. Oh yeah, so as a control toon, having those stuns out there, understanding that I don't bring every toon, and he's already stunned, so why am I stunning again? Having every toon Like, not every toon is there for me to do damage with. They have to fill certain roles, certain specific roles. And so for DeSaad, that role is control the enemy team and give me a chance to get as many hits off as I possibly can. Now, this team, the way it's built, is I have to deal with a Black Flash, as you just saw there. And I just did not want to use Aquaman again. So I'm using Jace Fox as the taunter. I'm using Riddler, well, both Jace Fox and Riddler as the anti-Black Flash movement, however you want to call it. Then I'm using DeSaad to control. There's no debuff immunity out there, so I don't have to worry about that. Lex is there actually for Jace Fox. Jace Fox is a special damage taunter. I'm giving him more intelligence ups to make him stronger against special damage, i.e. Etrigan, who's special damage, also Martian Manhunter, and Black Flash are all special damage. So the idea is that if they do hit Jace Fox, when he gets all those int ups from Lex doing Lex-like things, then he'll be able to survive it. We're going to have Riddler there as the debuffer. Hopefully we'll be able to just kind of mow through them with a bunch of debuffs. Because here, to be frank, there aren't any real damage dealers. Like, Lex is the heaviest damage dealer of the toons that I have on this team right now. And usually, typically, I don't bring Lex in for damage. So, in any case, let's go ahead and get around this. This was a delicate operation, yo. Like, did I go with the A2 there? Yeah. Try to get everybody some heals. We were lucky to survive that. Let's just be real about it. We're gonna have Jace Fox attack Black Flash again. Okay. Like, yo. And then, stun everybody. Let's have fun. He removed all of their debuffs beforehand, though. And there was no... Because they had debuff immunity, right? And there's no dark side on that team. If you don't tell anybody, I won't tell anybody. Damn that, I love it. I absolutely love it. Now I don't have to worry about Terra as much. We will take that. We will absolutely take that. All right, so then as you can see, pretty easy. Kind of hard for the enemy team to do anything with you if they're all stunned. I mean, it's basic. I mean, truth be told, like, DeSaad is the easiest toon to explain because he does one thing, but yeah, he's a one-trick pony. It's like when people say, like, oh, well, Starfire's a one-trick pony. Oh, well, you know, Dr. Poison's a one-trick pony. All they do is wipe out the enemy team, and I'm like, yeah, it's a damn good trick, though. Like, if that's what you're trying to do, all DeSaad does is stun the enemy team. The plus side, like, if that's all he does, awesome. That's great. That's what I need him to do. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I was running Talon here because I wanted Talon to remove the debuff immunity. Go ahead and put the stun out there with DeSaad, and then it's just free reign for the rest of us. Using Shazam as a taunter. Shazam's rework is pretty boss. I like it a lot. I'm really, really enjoying using him lately. But, yeah, he's definitely not a damage dealer. He is definitely not a damage dealer, referring to Shazam. But, yeah, so his one trick is stun. Good. His one trick is awesome. And he's very, very, very good at it. And that one trick opens up a world of possibilities for the rest of your team. So, like, yeah, that's all he does. But what he does so well. He does so well. And in fact, to the point of where I'm kind of, I mean, I'm going to go do his stats. But truth be told, his stats don't matter. And I'm treating him also kind of like, I'm trying to think of it. Spectre, Black Flash. There's another one who I said this about recently, and I cannot remember who it was. But DeSaad is in this group of, yeah, he's energy affinity, but don't care. Like, if I'm going up against a bunch of mystics, if I can protect DeSaad well enough, like, to be fair, if I can get a taunter around him, then I'm bringing DeSaad anyway if I need to stun that team. Because what he does is so great, singularly great, that it does not matter. Affinity does not matter. I'm going to use him in a situation where I need to stun a whole team. And guess what? Like, depending on what you're doing and how you're trying to have fun with the game or whatever, it always helps to stun the enemy team. Always, always, always. 100%. So I don't look at him as being energy affinity, even though he, clearly is. Like, but I do not. His affinity is not going to deter me from using him in whatever situation I want. I will put Spectre up against a team full of physicals Mostly because, not even because of the damage that he does, but mostly because if one of them falls, he just starts stunning everybody and it neuters the other team. It stops them from doing whatever they want to do. DeSaad does that without anybody dying and can do that actually without using any of his active abilities. Like, you have a chance for that. So, like, why am I not going to bring him? You have Superboy there to deal with Spectre, to give him extra stuns just in case. You have Riddler and Aquaman there to deal with Black Flash. And then DeSaad is there to just stun everybody, to give us the chance to just take them all out. Like, and we have, this team has, 8,000, 7,000 more on us, which honestly isn't really odd. Not really that odd, but that's a 40K team. We're a 32K team. So let's go ahead and hop into it, and then we'll go into the stats. But why on earth did, I guess smart move by the AI for him to open up with his A1, giving them turn meter up and. However, I will also use I Am Your King, stun Spectre, then stun everybody. Because that is what DeSaad does. Oh, God, I love it. Oh, wow, they took out Spectre quick. And, oh, yep, you have that stun immunity up from Etrigan. So let's go ahead and try to kill him as fast as possible. Even though DeSaad falls. But that's okay because he served his purpose. So now we can get rid of basically everybody from this point forward. But DeSaad served his purpose in that, even though he's gone and I'm only going to get like 2 stars out of this, well, no, 1 star out of this, he served the purpose of, I needed everybody to be stunned on the enemy team, open us up so we can take out a couple of the toons, or take out one of the toons, a couple of the toons, get them in a very weakened state, and now I can finish everything off. So I'm going to go ahead and take you guys into the stats. Be right back. So stats, honestly, like, the stats don't matter. The only stat that matters really for him is speed, and I guess also the defensive stats like HP, stamina, and agility to keep him from dying. He's 101 in terms of speed, like below average. If he was like first in speed, then this game would be broken. HP 91st, so he's squishy. You can take him out relatively easily. Gotta protect him. Strength, don't care, because we're not bringing him for damage. It's 136, but don't care. Intelligence is 5th, which actually makes him pretty tanky against special damage toons. Doesn't matter in terms of his damage though, because 3,000 times 0 is still 0. Then you have agility 107, still like kind of, well, not even kind of, very below average, which lends to him being squishier. Stamina 75th. The more I'm reading these, the more I want to go ahead and take him L4. Crit chance and crit value, do not care, 52nd and 55th respectively, but he does no damage. So do not care about that. And I think this is going to be 3. 3 is the only one you need. Get 5 if you want to. L1, 3, that's it. Then 5, 1, 2, 4. I get that. I did take the 1, and then the 2, I guess, is the one I'll take next. He's a special striker. Striking? Who? Anyway, so let's go ahead and get back to the videos. So here we have a very simple setup. Red Robin is there to give DeSaad all the turn meter up so he can go first, stun the entire enemy team. They are a buff heavy team. That's why I have Wonder Girl there. And then we also have, and honestly, like, the Red Robin and Martian Manhunter was a bit of an overkill. Didn't really need to do that. Just because it would be kind of like, we were gonna go first regardless of. However, I guess I did the Red Robin thing just because I wanted to be sure that DeSaad went before Martian Manhunter and Power Girl, or Wonder Girl. But in any case, let's go ahead and get to it. Yeah, but it's not. Those are the praises I have for him. He's absolutely awesome. By the way, while I'm sitting here waiting for this thing that happened that I just explained to you guys, do not forget to vote for the viewers' top 10 toons in DC Legends. Everybody's stunned. Everybody got buff immunity on them. It's a wrap. And actually having that buff immunity on them hurts us with Wonder Girl in tow, because I kind of want them to buff so they can go ahead and catch that whip. Viewer top 10, vote for that. Ultimate Kit Challenge, also down there. Please don't forget for that as well. We just stunned them again on the passive ability when my turn came back around as DeSaad. It's a beautiful thing. And then there's a plain above head. But it's just, I'm gonna wrap after this. DeSaad, if you have him, if you haven't worked on him, get him. work on him. Like, he's a plug and play toon. You can put him damn near anywhere. He works just because of what he does. Like, you do need to protect him because he is squishy, but he also heals himself a lot. So it's not like he's, you know, completely helpless. You will need to put something around him to protect him because he is squishy as all get out. So thank you guys for watching. I drop these videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Let's go ahead and finish this up, though. Let's go ahead and finish this up. I mean, you guys already know the end of this movie, right? You guys already know. Do it again. Do it again. With a very, like, a pretty weakly built team, honestly. Like, that, this team isn't the best, right? This team is not the best, but we owned them. And it's because we can control when they go and when they don't. It's a pretty weak team. I mean, come on now. I mean, I guess the best indication of how weak this team is the fact that we cannot take out DeSaad at all, finally. So, I'll see you guys next time.